Hey YouTube, how's it going? We're here. We're back with the Tower of God. Season 3, 135. Oh my gosh. Real quick, if you like the video for me, please, I greatly appreciate it. We're coming off of the return. But we're coming off of a good solid return. Beginning of the chapter was really cool. I like seeing the conversation between Jihad and Traumaray about what he wanted to do and getting the cosign. I did appreciate that. And then there was a lot of comments. I appreciate the comments. I feel like I responded to everybody. I hope I did, but once other videos start going up and comments start flowing in and I have to stay away from certain comment sections, they get lost. So I'm sorry. We had the whole like, let's pin this story about like one of the princes of Jihad and Icarus and all this stuff on Kun, to which I was like, that don't make any sense. But then you guys were telling me where it doesn't really have to make sense. We just need to find a reason to go to war, and it doesn't matter if it's shallow enough, as long as it's enough to get the people in it, in and up and riled up and going. Then that's all we need it for. It didn't have to be Kun like Redacted said. It wasn't specifically made to be Kun, like Redacted said, but it just needed to be anyone. It just happened to be Kun. Okay, real quick. If you're watching this after the fact and you want to be here for like the live reading, we're in the Discord. Link is in the description. I'm going live at the same time I usually would be going live on the stream. So if you remember roughly the same time, like watching the streams, we're in the Discord at that same time. So pop on over and you'll get a ping and all that stuff and you can come hang out. But I'm about to read the Discord really quick. Didn't respond to mine. I deleted after a while. I didn't even see it. Once Mashoku goes up, I stay away from any comments that I'm not catching in real time. So it's like I missed it and you took it out. I didn't even see it. All right, I'm still confused. I thought we were all operating under the assumption that Traumaray was indeed acting on orders from Jihad, since Yasaracha said he was loyal to the Jihad. But Traumaray is using that as a come up to get his hands on Bomb, another irregular. I've been thinking that since then I started. I think it was like a mixture of, that's what we thought. I'm pretty sure that's what we thought, but we didn't have it confirmed, and we kind of were waiting to see if we would ever get that confirmed. Because from what I remember, I thought it was mentioned that there was a conversation that the 12 heads had, and they couldn't come to a consensus on what to do with Bomb, and then Jihad was going to step in, but he usually doesn't like to step in because if they can figure it out on their own, he'll just let them figure it out on their own. But if they can't, then whatever he says goes. So that's why I was thinking, like, I wonder if Traumaray was listening to the conversation and was like, I got something, and went off and did it, or if it was he asked or he brought it up and they said okay, or Jihad said all right, and then he went ahead and did it. So I think it was I was on the assumption of there's like I think I was straddling the fence on if he did it out of his own self-interest or if he did it either way it's going to be out of his own self-interest, but if he did it on his own or if he got the cosign. I think just last week confirmed that he got the cosign. He brought it up, Jihad said yes, he went ahead and did it. It's not like he went off and started putting the machinations in play and then got the go ahead. It was like he came up with a plan and was just sitting, asked Jihad was like okay, and then he just instantly started rolling it out. That's what I remember straddling the fence, but I really don't remember what everybody else said. I definitely remember that we definitely were I was straddling the fence in this conversation. All right, here we go. He's acting like Jihad's interests, but he's doing it his own way. That's true. Yeah, because he mentioned, like, the line he mentioned, it was towards the end of their conversation. I remember he brought it up where he said instead of having Bomb being pointed at him, he would take Bomb and have him pointed Yeah. And have him put it at like GUSTANG or someone else. Let me scroll back up. I went past it. Yeah, to target GUSTANG and not you. That's because they're under the assumption that FUG is going to use bomb to take down Jihad, which is correct. But he was like, if I can get him under my family, I would take him and flip that. And then point him at GUSTANG and pin this all on him and then just be away. Do away with all of this. Gotcha. I wrote about 2 pages. Goodness gracious. But one of the points was, now that Bomb absorbed Leviathan, does Traumeré remember his nightmares? Did he choose to let Bomb into the tournament being a stupid idea because Traumeré now has a revelation? That's interesting. That's an interesting point. I don't know if he's lying. I don't know if he's lying. Because he could be lying right here about, because he's saying like I know this feeling. Like when he's talking about this, I've had this feeling before where like I remember the feeling of things, but I don't remember the memory. It's kind of like this weird thing. Like sometimes, like when like events that happen early in my life, I don't necessarily remember that event anymore. But I remember a time of when I used to remember what the event was. That's weird. Like I don't necessarily remember what happened. I can't even picture what happened. But I can think back to being like 14 and remembering what happened, but not knowing what happened. It's weird. I can't explain, like that's the best I can explain it. It's very weird. And this is similar to this where he's like, I'm having a night. I know I've had a nightmare and I knew it bothered me. And the feeling I feel is there, but I have no idea what it is. I totally get that. Oh, thank you for stopping by. You did figure it out. You figured it out. We're here. You should be able to see my face, no? All right. Something on how Data J has memory wiped about Arlen and V. I guess so. That's what I'm thinking. It could be from back then. This is before Bomb ate Leviathan. That is true. This would be before Bomb ate the Leviathan. So maybe now he remembers. That's a good point. That is a good point. That is a good point. Hello, then. Hola. Pop up here. Oh. Alright, let me pop back up. I would assume that I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. I do know the memory is long, like this is something from a long time ago. Because Traumeré starts this conversation out like, it's been a minute since I've heard from you. So we don't know what a minute is. Like we don't know what the time span is. But it's been a long time. It's been a really long time since I've heard from you. And for like this to be like a long time and for Jihad to say, do you still not remember what it is that's bothering you? This has to be from the early days. I would say, dare I say, this is before they became the family heads. The memory that's bothering him. I would say something like that. This is something that happened when they were climbing, possibly. Which I would place it around the time of Arlen and V, or even before it. Who knows? Who knows? But that's just me guesstimating. I'm just guessing. Walking in the dark. Just like, it could be that. I'm just walking in the dark. See this info, I was just confirming if Trump remembers what I did to him. You know what? That's cool. That's something I didn't even think about. What if it was that would be crazy. What if it was something that Jihad did? Traumare purged it from his mind, or he thinks he purged it, and maybe it was forcefully purged. And Jihad's just poking around like, you ever remember what happened? And Trauma's like, nah, man, I don't know what it was. But it was something bad. And Jihad's like, you'll get it one day, man. You'll get it. I didn't even take it that way. That's a different way to look at that. I now that I said that out loud, I could kind of buy into that. I could kind of buy into that. Like Traumare thinks he's the one that got rid of the memories, but it wasn't really him. I don't know. I'm not sure. I actually I wouldn't mind it if it didn't end up turning out that way. All right. Let me hop in. I wonder if I'm going to keep all that. We've been recording for like 13 minutes. I may keep all that. I might chop around a little bit. But all right, 135. We'll read and talk. Yeah, the music's good. All right. The third day after Kun was taken prisoner. I'm sorry. The library opened to the outsiders on the Pobedao battleship. This is brutal. Now, this is... Dude, I don't remember their names. I'm terrible. Right? Shows how much, like, catching back up I attempted to do. Perdity. No. Yeah, Perdity. Candidity is coming to my mind. But is that right? And then I don't... It's the dude with the green hair. Who is Candidity? Is Candidity a beast people? The blue-haired guy, right? That's him. No, the pink. Okay. I remember. No, it's not the blue-haired dude. It's the pink-haired chick. Okay. Okay. So Perseus, because I remember we clowned on Perseus's sweater, and Holin had the brown trench. Okay, all right. I gotta let it flow back. I'm gonna be honest. I was looking back at the nest and being like, that's too many chapters to try to catch up on. It's too many chapters to try to catch up on. All right, let me continue. I'm sorry. Nothing but books all day. I remember they had Holin up there. They had Perdity up there reading, right? When they first got off the battleship. Trying to manage sound on the fly. It's too loud. All right. Nothing but books all day long. Who the heck started this damn event? That drop is so good. I'm sorry, y'all can't even hear it. I'm sorry. The family leader himself. It goes all the way back to when he was traveling with the other family leaders. Ooh, really? This event is something that they started when okay. Now I see why the family leader wants to fight the Pobedao. That's funny. Greetings, lost castaways. Hello. Are you all looking for peace of mind in books? Oh, definitely. I've found some serious peace of mind. You're very lucky, you know. What? What are the odds of you ending up on this battleship just at the right moment and being able to see one of the family leaders' public readings? Public reading? Yes, soon. That's right, GUSTANG's supposed to do this himself. The family leader himself is going to give a public reading. And everyone on this battleship will be watching. All right, Declaration of War 2. Last week of the book club, the day of the family leader's public reading. Can we get at this chapter, please? Okay, all the ships have pulled up. More reading? My head hurts. I know their family leader is a huge bookworm, but he doesn't need to come to the book club himself. How long is the reading? 6 hours. Damn. Apparently, it's longer this time because the family leader's last reading was canceled. Damn. I'm so sick of this. But if you think about it, this means we can see Pobadow's family leader for 6 hours. I can't even imagine something like that in our family. It's not just our family. The Pobadow family leader is the only one who appears in public so often. You don't usually get to see the Ha family leader unless you make it to the finals of the sparring tournament. Interesting. Are you gonna give us info on all the families? I wouldn't mind like 6 more panels of just, and this is when you don't get to see this one and this one and this one and this one. Please? That's true. Our family leader is the ultimate homebody. But he is better at chess, that's for sure. Oh, that looks cool. There he is. I wonder, everything GUSTANG does. Yeah, Edon's busy making babies. Everything that GUSTANG does is for a reason. He's always playing galaxy chess. Do you think there's a reason why GUSTANG would remain the most, like, is accessible the wrong word? No. Would accessible be the wrong word? What would be the reason why GUSTANG would remain the most visible? I'll say that instead of saying accessible. Like, it's like you have to fight tooth and nail to get a glimpse at one of the family leaders, and GUSTANG just be popping up places and doing things. Wonder if there's a reason for that. I wonder if there's like in certain places. Damn, audio popping. Damn. To flex, to be more connected with the people, with the world, since he's the type of guy to long for knowledge. That's true. That's true. Evening, high rankers. Hey, Amir, what's going on? Imagine a voyeurism event in the Kun family. What's it? That's crazy. I think that's a good one. Like, he's so in search of knowledge. I feel like he's a family leader. He should be able to like snake his way around, not snake, but snake his way around and get information without being spotted. I wonder if there's a reason. I wonder if GUSTANG is more popular among people because he's so visible. I don't know. Like you poll some random person in a random part of the tower. Which family leader do you like the most? And they're like, I don't know. I see this GUSTANG guy a lot. Like, there's people. There's got to be some people in the tower that are like that. I hear he's all over the place. I don't know what the other ones are all up to. I don't know. Dog, he's clean, bro. He's clean. Now he's clean as hell. Look at his shoes. You can't knock this. The only one we've seen more than once is Arihan. That is true. Actually, thinking about it, there's some that we have yet to see. We only know them by name. And we only know them by name, I think, because of blog post stuff, right? There's some family heads that haven't been mentioned in the series, no? See, there's this many chapters. I do too much. I don't remember everything. But I feel like there's some that haven't even been mentioned in... Why is this audio popping? Sorry. I'm about to restart it. There's some that haven't been mentioned by name. Wrong audio. Yeah, okay. That's right. Some haven't been mentioned by name. Some haven't been mentioned by name. Some we haven't seen. And then the others that we have seen, we've only seen them once. And I guess we count Data Edon, but do we really count Data Edon? He wasn't a family leader at that point. He was like teenage version of himself, something like that. I don't really count that. I don't really count that. Like actually like adult, like family head. We saw his face, like kind of okay. I can rock with that. We've seen Jihad more than we've seen some of the family leaders. That's crazy to think about, since he's supposed to be the top bill. I'm babbling. I'm sorry, y'all. Gustung looks cool. Let me continue. Is this man walking on air? I would love it if he's just walking on the air. Flex. I wish if he's walking on air, that'd be fire. Let me pay attention to these panels. He's looking up. That's him. I've only seen him in pictures before. He's not walking on air. It's still cool though. The family leader of the Pobedao family. Silence, everyone. Pobedao Gustung. Listen carefully. His first words were heavy and calm. I wonder what he's going to read. He didn't raise his voice, but there was tremendous power in it. It overwhelmed everyone gathered to listen to him. Chapter 1. Okay? Listen. All right, let me scroll down. Here on our battleship, there is an evil group. They're hiding among us. Uh-oh. These intruders to our cradle from another family have been spreading hold on. I've never actually seen this word. Heretical? Is that how I say that? Wow. Something new every day. I've actually never seen this word spelled out. Heretical. These intruders to our cradle from another family have been spreading heretical rumors and twisting history. They distort the truth of our curiosity. They distort the truth out of curiosity. Damn. And try to cover up their sins with fake, superficial smiles. He's like, wait a second. What is he reading? That doesn't sound like a book. That's hilarious. He's in there like, wait a minute. As we speak, secret unauthorized book club readings are taking place throughout the battleship. And at each one of those meetings, this book is being read. Okay, so now I have a question. So Kuhn, I'm sorry, y'all. Kuhn got set up to be reading this book at the secret book clubs. Am I being stupid? Correct me. Were the secret book clubs just a setup in general? Or are the secret book clubs actually happening? Tower climb answer. Okay. This right here is a forbidden book. I do this all the time where I'll start babbling. It's just like 2 more panels. Just read. Your answer's right there. Okay. After tracking the people who brought this book aboard the battleship, the security squad has determined that most of them are from a single source, the Lopobia family. And Goon's like, that's the book I saw before. They have been communicating secretly with several traders from our family. This book was even found in their library. And that's a fire panel. And that's not all. We have found the Lopobia's army branch leaders hiding here as well. Uh-oh. What? Oh. They kept their true identity hidden and sneaked aboard our battleship by pretending to be ordinary castaways. What? Damn, what's happening here? You point dead at them. Show yourselves. Wow. You heretics from Lopobia. It's a trap. I would be. What do you do? If you're in that situation, what do? You sitting there, you like, first of all, it's like, he's not reading. Then you start listening to him, he's like, huh? Wait a minute, how? It's like, oh, what if fireballs coming right at you? It's just like, damn, what am I supposed to do? Oh, we're popping off. Okay. That's pretty cool looking too. Let's skip that. We're gonna skip that too. Damn, look at this. A false flag and a setup. Bravo, GUSTANG. Yeah. Alright. That looks pretty cool. What's that huge monster? He's right. Lopobia branch leaders have been hiding on the battleship. It was the castaways. They pretended to be castaways and deceived us. Damn it. I can't believe this. He knew who we were from the very start, but he pretended not to know on purpose. You're finally showing your true colors. You deserve nothing but to be crushed like the bugs that you are. You little vermin. That's right. GUSTANG doesn't. Is that a trauma thing, or is this GUSTANG too? They don't call people humans, or whatever they call people in the tower. They don't call them people. Don't they? Like, they call them like less than. Yeah, both of them so far. Okay. That's something I until he said this right here. I'm like, panels start flooding back in my mind. Like, yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't he, whenever, was it when Trauma Ray? It was like a certain point Trauma Ray stopped calling Bomb. He stopped calling Bomb like a vermin or something, or he never did, because he's an irregular. I think there's just stuff I remember, like, sitting down here and babbling about. I say too much to remember everything I say. They all have a god complex. Only irregulars are people, apparently. That sounds on brand. I'm remembering that. It's gonna be a lot of jog in my memory. He was waiting for the right moment to give away who we are. Listen, everyone. All right. I know there are rumors of a war with Lopobia's army on the battleship. And I know some of you are afraid that this could turn into an all-out war with Jihad's armies or the other families. But let me ask you something. Why does our family exist? We're the Pobedal family. Our greatest pride is our books, which contain the truth, passed down to us over the ages. There are people out there spreading false history through books and seeking to distort the truth. Are we really going to ignore that and accept their corruption out of fear of war? No. We must defend the truth, even if it means sacrificing ourselves in a sea of blood. This is like this is a declaration of war. It's like a rally. Like a rally cry is trying to like bolster them. Our library's peace and calm must be protected at all costs. We will burn the lies to make the truth shine forth. That's the Pobedal family's duty. Oh, that's a fire panel. No pun intended. We're going to fight against all the lies. That's a really cool panel. Listen. I hereby declare aboard this cradle of knowledge, Lopobia is spreading false history. So we're going to fight the Lopobia family. Wow, those believers of lies and heresies. I need to hear the people. That's the one thing I wish I could hear the people. Like, I want to hear what the hell they're saying, hearing him do all this. I want to hear if they're like cheering or like, whoa. I want to hear it like he's spitting this fire out. He's spitting out this fire, and I want to hear how they're responding. All right. Whatever the hell this is shows up. Who are you? This isn't good. He totally tricked us. But we're not just going to stand around waiting for death. Maul, Holland, let's get out of here. Bait, switch, deceive, inspire, preemptive attack. Yeah. He hit them in a row. Bang, 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 bang. Wow, got it. That's right. That attack he did with that fish was dope. Panels are popping in my head. Damn it, we've got nothing to lose now. That's right. Perseus' white stallion. Percheron Attica? Did I say that right? It's a really big horse. It's a really big horse. Really big horse. Spread out. They're all going to go in different directions, right? At least one of us has to make it back to the battleship alive. Okay. In my brain, I'm looking at this situation. None of them should get away. And I say that because GUSTANG is right there. The only way they get away is if he wants them to get away. I think this should be a matter of like they try to get away. It's like he should just be able to like snatch their soul out of their body, like something crazy. But it's like only if he wants them to get away should they get away. If he really wanted to stop them, if he really wanted to stop them, I feel like he should be able to stop them. All right, let me continue. Take a drag on a cig. Flick the ashes. Nuh-uh. That's cold. That's cold. Yo, he flicked the end. That's cold. That's pretty damn cool. Yo, that's pretty damn cool. No way. Oh, he's done. Yo, he's gone. That's cold-blooded. This man flicked the ashes from his cigarette and he died. Oh my goodness. I think that is a head. This is a head, no? Yeah, because there's nothing here. They don't look like nothing's here. Because this is arm. And that's shoulder. And this looks like a stump. He's gone. See, that's cold-blooded. That's exactly what it should be like. When a family head is on the screen, they should feel like there's nothing we can do. If he wanted to kill us, he would kill us. And clearly he wants to kill them and they just die. That's how it should be. Like when Traumer released his orb and he did that, it was like a show of force. But it's like, no, like if I want y'all dead, you would die. Like that's how it should feel. You should have the thought of someone standing up to them that's not on their level it should just be like a finger snap, move. Like just move. Like get out of here. Like move. It should be like that. Let me continue. Those evil black feathers are spreading everywhere. They must be purified. Wait a second. You just yelling? Wow. They cold-blooded, yo. They're going crazy. Dobo! Oh, that's the thing he gave redacted. Right? Is that it? If that's it, that thing is massive. Whoa. Last time we saw it, it was like the same size as her. That thing is huge. What the hell? Hey, little bug. Hear myself. Wait. Hello? I heard myself. Wait. I'm sorry. I heard sound come back to me. All right. Hey, little bug. All that buzzing is getting on my... The thing with GUSTANG is that he's not looking at them. He's just looking straight, just smoking his cigarette. Like, have you ever seen someone smoke a cigarette? They just be staring into nothing, just pulling and just sitting there smoking. That's what he's doing. He's taking his pulls, flicking his ashes, and people are just dying. Yo. All that buzzing is getting on my nerves. It's time for you to die. And all you can say is, damn it. That's crazy. All you can say is, damn it. And I'm gone. Wow. Hey, this battleship is sacred. Don't leave your filthy corpse here. Wow. Wow. Yo. Yo. Yeah, that has to be mentioned. These are some of the strongest people from their family. I remember us sitting down and figuring out the pecking order for them. And it was Traumare, and then it's Big Spider Mama. What was the order of them? It was the Big Spider Mama. It was because she went head to head with Yvonne Kell. It was these two, no? As like the top of their family, and then there's Kidding. Because I remember I was getting hung up on like the unknown person, and we were like, no, the unknown person is probably Kidding. Yeah, Kidding, someone else, Spider Mama, Perditi, Perseus. It's like literally two of the strongest people in the family are gone. Wow. Wow. Meanwhile, Traumare is over here holding a freaking tournament of love for Bomb. The strongest people in his family are being wiped out, and he's over here holding a tournament to figure out who's gonna marry Bomb. I don't know. Y'all still don't know about the other guy. Traumare is more sad about the horse and the bird than he is about losing Perseus and Perditi. And Holin is literally next up for branch leader. That is true. Perditi, Perseus! Listen here, little Vorman. I'll spare you. He's gonna let you go back. Take this disgusting book back and tell your whole family. Why are you giving me that? Show them that corruption is only temporary, but the resulting agony is eternal. And if you see Traumare, tell him for me. Yo. I admire your courage in entering our territory. But for your sins, you will taste hellfire. Nah, they don't play about their books, yo. They don't play about their books. If you don't tell him, your tongue will catch fire and you will be reduced to ashes in a matter of seconds. What kind of busted ability is that? What kind of busted ability is that? Remote detonation? If you don't do what I tell you, you're gonna die? Go ahead. Look at that look. Look at that look. Go ahead and spread the calamity of war to your family. Nah, he's good. Yo, this is crazy. He's not playing no games. He's not playing no games. A show. That's what this is. An obviously staged show. The Pobedov family has always considered itself a defender of history and knowledge, and they hate distorted history more than anything. Wait, reading this again, didn't Garam tell us that Jihad and Gustung lied about what the princesses really were for? At the same time. At the same time. Literally, like, it took me a second. I had to reread it. Like, didn't we set this up off lies? No? It's like, as long as it's our history that we're making, that's history. Oh man, I had to reading that. I'm like, wait a second. I'm pretty sure. All right, let me to the top. That's what this is. An obviously staged show. The Pobedov family has always considered itself a defender of history and knowledge. They hate distorted history more than anything. So they're using this silly show as a way of creating hostility towards Lopobia for spreading false history. Even if the family leader didn't put on the show, no one here would dare to oppose his war plans. But still, the family leader wants to be as prepared for this war as possible. They've never been in a war like this before. Very impressive, father. You've ignited the war yourself. All right, they've never been in a war like this before, where even the slightest fluctuation in public opinion matters to the family leader. White was definitely the imposter, and it only took 10,000 years to find out. Then perhaps what was written in that book is actually true. There's a possibility. There's a possibility. Because if GUSTANG is the upholder of not distorting history, if GUSTANG says that book is a lie, who's going to say, no, it's not? You got it, boss. Book's a lie. Like, you think I'm going to say no so I can die? You got it, chief. That book's history. That book isn't history. That book's not history. Like, no one's going to tell him no. So, especially if he's putting on show of forces like this. All right. Let me continue. Because one of the 10 family leaders might be killed in this war. Ooh, you can't drop that line like that. You can't drop that line like that. This isn't something to sniff over. If we're being like 1000%, Traumare is like the first family leader to bite the dust. No. No. I think it would be a plot twist if GUSTANG went first. Like, that would be a twist and a half, where it's like it felt like GUSTANG was in the driver's seat the whole time and then he ends up dying first. because of something he didn't calculate, an unforeseen error. That would be crazy. But it just feels like Traumeré might be the first to go. I would imagine that all the other family had. Yeah, I would think so as well. Traumeré is most likely, to be honest, because Gustāng seems important to our future plots. I don't think there's enough time to set up another family head. No. Look how much it took to set up Traumeré. Dude, this series is never gonna end. If it took this much to set up Traumeré, we still have 10 more heads to go. I have a wild theory that Trauma is going to side with Bomb to confront Pobedao, and that is going to be the needle pointing to Jihad's enemies. I'm sitting here, I'm like thinking about different conversations we had in the past, and just thinking about how things might shake up and where lines might be drawn. And if we're looking from FUG side, which is technically Bomb side, we do not have the firepower to go up against a family head to be. We don't have the firepower to do it. We don't know. I would assume Lustlike might be able to kill one of them. I think that's our guess, that Lustlike might be able to kill one of them. Or Lustlike is the closest thing we got to a family leader. So I couldn't remember Lustlike's name for the life of me, and I'm just pulling it out of thin air. I remember like coming up with the idea that the only way we get Bomb to a point of possibly beating Jihad is if we get one of the family leaders to be on our side. Like, to openly be on our side and actually be on our side, to actually buy in. I think that's the only way this works out. If the family heads get splintered, or to get Urek actively on our side, actively fighting, because he's bodying them. No, he would body them. He would, or it'd be a crazy fight. I say the family leaders can all body each other. So putting Urek in that. He could body them. They could probably beat him. Probably not. I don't know. Only problem is what's going to be Bomb's motivation to confront Gustāng. Redacted. Something to do with Redacted. I don't know. Big picture. The final lines is FUG in its subdivisions. Yep. Urek in the boys. Yep. Ha, Kun, Pobedao, and Ari versus Jihad, Ari Han, the White's family, and then the other Ari, ARI, Eurasia, Lopobia, Tupere, Endolok, and Yan. What's even more annoying is that Redacted actually counts as an irregular since she's from outside the tower. So in theory, the law, family heads can be killed by any residents of the tower, does not apply to her. Perhaps Gustāng is using her as a trump card, but it would be hard to imagine in a world which she has enough power to do so. I think she might not have enough power to do so, but you can give her something that gives her the power to do something. Like he gave her that thing that was protecting her. Because Ari, Ha, and Kun all are documented to have beef with Jihad. Yeah. I think that makes things very complicated with... is Gustāng still married or are they divorced? I don't remember. Or did they separate? Like if they're on opposite sides, him and Eurasia. They're separated, okay. Yan Hana is the family head that I am certain is going to be on Bomb side after Redemption. The whole Zigana plot would be enhanced with that. Yeah. Yeah, true. This is interesting. This, like, you can't throw this line right here. You can't throw this line. One of the family leaders might be killed in this war. Arihana's beef with Jihad. Didn't he respect him after he lost every single duel? That is true. That is true, but I defer. I don't remember. I do remember that they fought 10 times, and out of 10 times, he lost all 10 times, right? That's what I remember. And that was all before they came into the tower. Yes? Yes. One of the family leaders might be killed in the sword. Is Blood Matter the one that sacrifices his kids to stay alive? This line is similar to what Perdita and Perseus were talking about before the Battle of the Nest. How in this war some of the branch leaders may die. That's true, and they're both dead. Even though this is after the Nest, they are both dead. And branch leaders did die in the battle. What this chapter taught us is the mob strategy, bunch of high rankers versus a family head, is definitely not an option, right? Yeah, so he's technically not immortal. That is true. He didn't get the immortality contract. And he has some ties to our coffee boy. That's right. Han Sung, because he's on him. He's the one that said that. He said something. What did he say to Traumeré that got Traumeré to either pay attention or listen to him? I remember. It's coming back. I do remember that. Like he said something and it like perked like Traumeré's ear. He's got the key to the immortality secret. That's true. Traumeré said he is the one my friend was looking for after he said something about immortality. Okay. You know what I always wonder in series like this where you have like these godlike beings that can pretty much do anything they want to? In a series like this, I always think, or I always like try to see if this is possible, especially after Bungo. Is there a chance we done met a family leader that's been in disguise, just hiding out somewhere? Could there be a shot that some random individual we ran across was a family leader in disguise? It's like it's possible. They can do whatever. They basically can do whatever they want to. So it's like that's not off the table. You can't really prove it necessarily, but it's not off the table. That would be crazy. That would be really crazy. I was thinking something about. I was thinking about the passage of time and how it is in the tower, and Kuhn's like statement saying that he wanted to become the family leader. Like, is that actually a possibility that could happen? I was just thinking about that. I zoned out. Wait, imagine if due to redacted, Senate Gustang executes one of Bomb's companions. That would be a reason for Bomb to go after Gustang and keep his promise he made with Redacted on the train. In my honest opinion, she already broke that promise, so she should be dead. He just doesn't know it yet. He does know it. I lied. She should be dead on sight. That's me. It's irrational me coming out. The moment Bomb sees her, she should be dead on sight because he found out that his friends died and it's her fault. I will argue that. I don't think that Redacted has anything that Gustang wants aside from Wang Nan's ring, which he might not have anyway. That's right. She took his ring, no? He doesn't. I keep getting my hopes up. He's never gonna hurt that girl. She gonna kill him for real if he stop playing. If he don't stop playing, she might end up killing him for real. She and Ari tried twice. 3 times? 2 times? Twice. The fact that she's from the outside of the tower and and to be used as a trump card. I remember we argued, didn't we? We had a conversation back before hiatus if she is a regular or if she isn't. Because if I'm not mistaken, Head On said that Bomb was the one that called. She just happened to be there when the doors opened to let him in, and she went through first. So it's like, is she like, did she get picked or was she just lucky? I don't know. But then it's like, you could argue, I don't know. Nope, I'm not having this talk again. It's like, is she? She doesn't have the power or potential of an irregular, but she is from outside the tower and has armament and has the immortality law only applies to beings that are from the tower, and she still may be useful. This was a good one, man. Dog, he wasn't playing no games. I will never get over him. I will never get over him flicking his ashes and killing Per Diddy. He flicked his ashes and killed Per Diddy. His ashes turned into a fireball and he died. And then lit Perseus on fire, and then Red Spiky Dude double tapped. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Take a look at how he pulled up on his battleship. That to me seemed colder. Now that was G. That was G. He just pulled up, right? He pulled up. I'm not playing no games. He did what he had to do. He was out there. He was out there. This is cold. This was cold too, though. Both were cold. This was cold. He lined this all up. He lined this all up. Keating didn't know. Keating was like, yo, he's here. He's here. Sir, he's here. What am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do? There's nothing I can do. That's what's... See, this is where politics, it's very weird in a series like this. Now that I'm like thinking about it, in a series like this where we have these godlike beings that can do whatever they want, basically whenever they want it, they let politics and everything else get in between them. When if they have an issue with one of them, they could just handle it. But it just gets like, and it's like very apparent when you get a chapter like this where it's like there's nothing anybody can do to me but the 11 people over there and the one guy over there that don't want to be bothered with us. They're the only people that could do anything to me. Like, it's like he could do whatever he wants to. Yeah, he really was. He was waiting for Trom to come out. You know who GUSTANG was? GUSTANG was Achilles in the Troy movie, screaming out to Hector for him to come outside the wall so that they could fight. And Tromare wasn't like Hector. Tromare wasn't there. He couldn't come out. Hector ended up dragging himself out there and getting bodied. That's basically what that was. That's crazy. I'm fascinated by the family leaders. I'm fascinated by them. All right, calling it here. Thank you guys. I appreciate you for hanging out. We should be back here. Hopefully, God willing, we'll be back here next Monday for episode 136 of season 3. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.